You are standing at the doorway of a supernatural shift, and after this moment, your life will never look the same again. The decree has already been spoken in the heavens. Wealth, security, and abundance have been commanded to find you. For too long, you have endured the weight of lack and the shadow of financial struggle, but now the chains are being shattered. This is your divine moment. You were chosen for this very hour. Financial security is not coming, it is here, and nothing on earth can stop what has been sealed by heaven. Chosen one, if your spirit is leaping right now, do not hesitate. Align yourself with this prophetic release. Subscribe, like, and comment "I receive" below as a declaration of faith. This is not a casual act, it is a covenant response. When you connect, you are stepping into agreement with heaven's decree over your finances. Move now and let the world see you walk into eternal financial security. Hear this clearly, chosen one. Heaven has already spoken concerning your life, and the word released cannot return void. A decree has gone forth, and it carries the weight of eternity. Financial security has already been sealed in your name, written in the scrolls of destiny before you even took your first breath. You are not waiting for wealth to be decided. You are walking into what has already been declared. No power in earth, no voice of opposition, no circumstance of lack can reverse what has been set in motion by divine authority. You have been marked, separated, and appointed for this prophetic transfer of wealth. For too long, you have believed that financial stability was for others while you remained in the shadows of insufficiency. But hear me now. The heavens have shifted. The divine courtroom has ruled, and the judgment is final. Financial security belongs to you. Your name has been called, your portion has been identified, and the inheritance of abundance is being released into your life at this very moment. This wealth transfer is not optional. It is not conditional upon the whims of men or the instability of the economy. This decree comes from the highest throne, from the mouth of the one who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. If he has spoken abundance over you, then abundance is your reality. If he has commanded wealth to find you, then wealth must obey. You are entering into a covenant where financial security is no longer a prayer. It is your permanent possession. Lift up your spirit, because this is not the hour to doubt. This is the hour to receive. The very atmosphere around you is shifting to align with the prophetic promise. Invisible forces are already moving, channels are already opening, and resources are already being redirected toward you. Chosen one, your season of lack has ended. The decree has been spoken, the seal has been set, and you are stepping into a dimension of financial security that cannot be broken. From this day forward, walk as one who carries heaven's guarantee, because your wealth has already been declared. Chosen one, hear this prophetic word. A great financial shift is taking place even now. What was once locked away in the hands of the unjust, what was once withheld from you and your family line, is now being rerouted by divine authority. Wealth that was accumulated by the greedy, hoarded by the corrupt, and misused by the unrighteous is being redirected into the hands of the chosen. This is not just a promise. It is a present reality unfolding around you. You are standing in the middle of a supernatural transfer, and your name is on heaven's ledger. For too long, money has flowed like a river into places it was never meant to be. It has been wasted, squandered, and abused. But heaven has sounded the alarm, and the river is changing its course. Streams of wealth are being redirected toward you. Hidden resources are surfacing, opportunities you never imagined are being revealed, and connections that seemed impossible are suddenly within reach. The very flow of finances is being shifted, and it is flowing in your direction. You will not chase after wealth. Wealth will find you, because it has been commanded to do so. Understand this. The shift is not natural, it is divine. This is not about chance, not about luck, not even about human effort. This is the orchestration of the Almighty, a heavenly redistribution of wealth that no system on earth can control. While the world trembles under instability, you will stand firm in supernatural stability. While economies rise and fall, your provision is anchored in eternity. While others cry out in fear, You will testify that the hand of God has secured your future. You must prepare your spirit, for sudden change is coming. Do not be surprised when doors open that you never knocked on. Do not be shocked when favor pours out from unexpected places. This is the nature of the shift. It will come in ways that defy logic. The accounts of the chosen are about to overflow, because the divine order has been declared. You are entering into a time when supernatural deposits will occur, not only in the form of money, but in opportunities, ideas, and partnerships that will elevate your life to levels beyond your imagination. Chosen one, stand in expectation, for the course of your financial future has already turned. What once seemed impossible is becoming inevitable. What was withheld is now released. What was hidden is now uncovered. The shift is real, the transfer is unstoppable, and you are its recipient. Lift your faith high, for you are walking into a supernatural rerouting of wealth that will secure you not just for today, but for the generations that follow. Chosen one, I must speak to the struggles you have known. You have felt the weight of unpaid bills pressing against your heart. You have carried the fear of debt that seems to multiply no matter how hard you try. You have known the shame of lack, the embarrassment of not being able to provide in the way you desire. Some of you have watched your family wrestle with poverty, generation after generation, as if it were a curse written into your bloodline. The enemy has whispered that this cycle cannot be broken, that this is simply your portion. But hear this, those chains are being shattered today. The Spirit of the living God has stepped into your story, and He declares an end to every cycle of lack. The chains that held your family in limitation are no match for the fire of His word. Where there was debt, He is releasing freedom. Where there was lack, He is commanding abundance. Where there was shame, He is clothing you with honor. The generational curse of poverty has reached its expiration date, and it cannot continue past this moment. Picture it clearly. The hammer of heaven is striking against the shackles that bound your finances. Every link of the chain is snapping, every weight is lifting, every barrier is collapsing. You are not just breaking free for yourself, you are breaking free for every child that will come after you. Poverty will no longer be the inheritance of your household. Abundance will be the testimony of your bloodline. You are the one chosen to draw the line, to stand up in power, and to declare, "This ends with me." You will not live your days under the shadow of insufficiency. You will not bow to the spirit of lack. You will rise in strength, because the Word of God has decreed your liberty. Debt will no longer consume your peace. Bills will no longer rob your joy. The days of scraping by are over, because heaven has declared your release. What your parents may not have possessed, what your grandparents may have never seen, you will carry. You will hold the keys of wealth, and you will walk in financial freedom. Chosen one, rejoice, for the curse has been broken. Poverty has no authority over you. The chains that mocked you are lying shattered at your feet. Lift your head and believe, because you are stepping into a new reality. From this day forward, your life will not be defined by what you lack, but by the overflow you carry. You are no longer a prisoner of poverty. You are a steward of divine abundance. Chosen one, prepare yourself, because the next phase of your journey is not gradual, it is sudden. When heaven opens its treasury, there is no delay, no hesitation, no trickle. What is coming to you will rush in like a mighty flood, overwhelming every dry place in your life. You have endured seasons where resources felt scarce, where every coin was stretched, and every need was met with struggle. But now, the word of the Lord declares sudden overflow. It will not arrive according to your calculations. It will not appear through the channels you predicted. It will come unexpectedly, catching you off guard, but lifting you into joy. Bank accounts you once stared at with frustration will suddenly reflect abundance. Debts that lingered for years will suddenly be erased. Doors that remained closed, no matter how many times you knocked, will suddenly swing open with unstoppable force. The abundance that is being poured out will not be measured by drops. It will come in waves. Do not be surprised when you receive opportunities beyond your qualifications. Do not be shocked when promotions find you even when you did not campaign for them. Do not question when unexpected calls, emails, and divine connections come to you with blessings you never saw coming. This is the nature of overflow. It bypasses logic, it surpasses effort, and it overtakes you with the goodness of God. Imagine standing beneath a waterfall, unable to contain the torrents that pour down. That is how this overflow will come. You will not just have enough for yourself, you will have more than enough. More than enough to bless others, more than enough to create stability, more than enough to leave a legacy. The suddenness of this blessing will testify to the fact that it is not by human hands, but by divine decree. Chosen one, this overflow is not delayed, it is imminent. Even now, the atmosphere around you is thick with expectancy. The spiritual clouds are full, and they are about to burst over your life. What you thought would take years will happen in moments. What you thought was far away is already at the door. You are about to experience blessings that overtake you, favor that surrounds you, and wealth that overwhelms you. Lift up your hands in faith, because you are standing beneath the open floodgates of heaven. The sudden overflow is here. You are drenched, you are covered, and you are walking into an abundance so great that it will mark you for the rest of your life. Chosen one, before the abundance fully manifests, heaven always releases signs. These are not coincidences, they are prophetic markers that wealth is already on its way to you. You must open your eyes and sharpen your spirit, because when you discern the signs, you will know that breakthrough is not far off. The signs are proof that the atmosphere has shifted in your favor and that you are standing on the threshold of sudden abundance. One of the first signs is in your dreams. You may begin to see visions of increase, encounters with symbols of prosperity, or revelations of open doors. These are not random images. They are prophetic confirmations that wealth is being birthed in the spiritual before it appears in the natural. Pay attention, because God often whispers your future in the night. Another sign is the arrival of unusual opportunities. Doors you did not expect will swing open. A phone call, a meeting, a chance connection. These will not be ordinary. They are divine setups, aligning you with the resources and people necessary for your wealth transfer. Do not dismiss small beginnings, for even the smallest opportunity can carry the seed of abundance. There will also be divine encounters. People will cross your path who carry the keys to unlock your next season. These may be mentors, investors, or unexpected allies. Their appearance is not accidental, it is orchestrated. Heaven uses people as carriers of blessing, and when they show up, it is a sign that wealth is drawing near. Finally, watch for shifts in your circumstances. Things that once resisted you will begin to move with ease. Struggles that seemed immovable will suddenly dissolve. Where there was tension, you will feel peace. Where there was confusion, you will find clarity. These are indicators that the spiritual atmosphere around you has been charged with favor. Chosen one, do not ignore these signs. They are the evidence that you are already in your season of abundance. Let them stir your faith, for each sign is a declaration that wealth is not just coming, it is near, it is imminent, it is knocking on your door. Chosen one, wealth is not a matter of luck, chance, or coincidence. It is the fruit of faith. Faith is the bridge that carries heavenly promises into earthly reality. Without faith, abundance remains a prophecy unclaimed. But with faith, abundance becomes a testimony lived. The Word declares that without faith, it is impossible to please God. That means every blessing, every overflow, every transfer of wealth is connected to your ability to believe before you see. Faith is the currency of heaven, and when you spend it, doors open. It is not enough to hear the prophecy. You must align your heart with it, speak it, and walk as though it has already been fulfilled. Trust in God's timing is critical. Abundance may not come when you expect it, but it will always arrive right on time. Impatience robs many of their blessings, but faith holds steady, knowing that the one who promised is faithful to deliver. Delay is not denial, it is preparation. When you remain anchored in faith, you will be ready when the flood of wealth arrives. Faith also requires obedience. Prophetic words often come with instructions. Give, sow, act, or move in alignment with God's direction. When you obey in faith, even if it stretches you, you unlock dimensions of abundance that disobedience could never touch. Every act of obedience is a seed, and every seed planted in faith produces a harvest that cannot be denied. Spiritual discipline strengthens this process. Prayer, declaration, and gratitude keep your faith alive. Speaking life over your finances, declaring abundance daily, and thanking God before it manifests are acts of faith that attract what heaven has already released. Faith transforms you from a passive listener to an active receiver. Chosen one, hear this clearly. Wealth has already been declared over your life. It is sealed in the Spirit. Faith is the key that turns prophecy into manifestation. If you believe it, if you align with it, if you walk boldly in it, no power in earth or hell can stop the flood of abundance that is yours. Faith is your bridge, and abundance is waiting on the other side. Chosen one, this is not a season to hesitate. Heaven has issued a decree, and the command is clear: act now. Delay is dangerous, doubt is deadly, and disobedience is destructive. The window of divine wealth transfer is open, but it will not remain open forever. The Spirit is calling you to rise, to move, to align, because your moment is now. God is not asking, He is commanding. You must sow, you must declare, you must step into the place of obedience without hesitation. Every moment of waiting weakens the flow, but every act of faith strengthens it. When God says move, you move. When He says give, you give. When He says speak, you speak. Your destiny cannot afford your delay. This command carries urgency because the enemy desires to snatch what belongs to you. Doubt is his weapon, distraction is his tool, but faith-fueled obedience is your shield. Chosen one, if you hesitate, you risk watching others step into what was always yours. But if you act now, the heavens will respond immediately. The angels of wealth are already positioned, waiting for your obedience to activate their release. Understand this: prophetic words are invitations, not guarantees. You have been invited into a realm of overflow, but only your response determines whether you step through the door. Heaven has done its part. The decree is spoken. The abundance is prepared. Now, your action seals it. This is your appointed time. Do not say, tomorrow I will obey. Do not say, when I feel ready, I will move. Tomorrow is not promised, but today is commanded. God is calling you to act boldly, decisively, and immediately. The Spirit whispers, delay no longer. This is the moment. This is the hour. Chosen one, feel the weight of this command. The season of waiting has ended. The season of moving has begun. Act now. Declare the prophecy. Sow into your future, align your steps with destiny, and watch how heaven answers you with supernatural speed. This is the urgent command of the Lord. Move. For your wealth is waiting on your obedience. Chosen one, every tear you cried in silence, every moment of shame, every whisper of those who mocked your struggle, heaven has recorded it. And now the Lord declares, your rise will not be hidden. Those who laughed at your lack will be forced to watch your overflow. Those who doubted your calling will stand in awe as God raises you to a level they cannot deny. Understand this: your blessing is not just private, it is public. The God who anoints in secret also exalts in the open. Your enemies will not be able to look away as wealth flows into your hands, as opportunities surround you, as abundance crowns your life. The very mouths that spoke curses over you will be silenced by the undeniable evidence of God's favor. This is divine vindication. The years of humiliation are being overturned. The shame of unpaid bills, of being overlooked, of being counted out. God is rewriting your story in the presence of those who dismissed you. They will see you walk through doors they were never invited to. They will witness favor they cannot comprehend. And they will know it was not by your strength, but by the hand of the Almighty. Chosen one, feel this truth: your rise is unstoppable. No gossip, no curse, no attack can block what God has set in motion. Every plan of the enemy will turn into fuel for your testimony. Every attempt to hold you down will become the platform that lifts you higher. The same stage where they mocked you will be the stage where God showcases you. Your enemies will not have the power to stop your rise. They will only have the pain of watching it. This is not cruelty. This is justice. The God who promised to prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies is fulfilling His word. Your wealth will be your witness. Your abundance will be your defense. Your overflow will be your vindication. Chosen one, lift your head with confidence. Walk boldly into this season of divine elevation, for the Lord has spoken. Your rise will be visible, undeniable, and triumphant, and every enemy will watch it unfold. Chosen one, picture this. The days of sleepless nights worrying about bills are gone. The burden of debt no longer hangs over your head. You wake up not in fear of what will be taken from you, but in joy for what you now have the freedom to create, to give, to enjoy. Financial security has transformed your lifestyle, and you are finally walking in the abundance heaven designed for you. See yourself stepping into opportunities you once only dreamed of. Doors that were locked tight are now wide open before you. The stress of lack has been replaced with the peace of provision. No longer do you scramble to make ends meet. Now, you steward resources with wisdom, blessing your family, blessing your community, and blessing the kingdom. This is not a fantasy. It is your prophetic reality. Imagine the freedom to travel, to see places you once thought were out of reach. Imagine being able to give without hesitation, to sow into lives, to be the answer to someone else's prayer. This is what true wealth brings, not just comfort, but influence. You are no longer surviving. You are thriving. You are no longer limited. You are limitless in what you can do for the glory of God. Chosen one, understand this. Financial security is not only about money, it is about peace of mind. It is about waking each day knowing you are covered, knowing your household is safe, knowing your children will walk in greater security than you ever had. It is about joy that cannot be shaken and freedom that cannot be stolen. This transformation is the visible sign of the covenant God has sealed with you. People will look at your life and see the evidence of heaven's hand. They will marvel at how far you have come, how stable, how blessed, how radiant your life has become. And through it all, you will remember it was the hand of God that lifted you. Chosen one, prepare yourself. Your lifestyle is about to shift from struggle to overflow, from stress to peace, from limitation to divine freedom. This is your new reality, and it is permanent. Chosen one, hear this truth. Wealth is not given only to fill your hands, but to expand your purpose. You were not chosen to simply enjoy comfort. You were chosen to carry responsibility. Heaven has entrusted you with resources so that you may become a vessel of light in a world that has been darkened by lack and despair. Your mission is sacred. The abundance that flows into your life is not random. It is divine assignment. You are called to build what others could not. You are called to break ground where others feared. You are called to finance visions, to open doors for the next generation, to fund the work of God on the earth. Chosen one, you must see yourself as more than a receiver. You are a distributor. Your wealth is meant to answer prayers. When you sow into the hungry, when you lift the oppressed, when you create opportunities for those forgotten, you become a walking testimony of God's faithfulness. This is how your abundance multiplies. The more you release, the more heaven pours back into your hands. Do not shrink back from this calling. Comfort without mission becomes vanity, but wealth with purpose becomes destiny. The homes you build, the lives you impact, the ministries you support, these are eternal marks that your resources will leave. God did not seal financial security over you only so you could rest, but so you could rise and lead. Imagine yourself as the one who makes it possible for others to dream again. Imagine your name being spoken as the reason a child is fed, a family is sheltered, a vision becomes reality. This is not a burden, it is a privilege. It is the proof that you are chosen to be more than blessed. You are chosen to be a channel, chosen one. Let this truth take root in your heart. Wealth is a mission, not just a possession. You are not only stepping into abundance, you are stepping into responsibility. And as you embrace this mission, Heaven will keep your supply flowing, for God will always provide for the one who provides for others. Chosen one, hear this final word. Your destiny has already been written, and nothing on earth or in hell can overturn it. The covenant of financial security that has been decreed over your life is sealed by the authority of heaven. This is not fragile, not temporary, not subject to the whims of men. It is eternal, unshakable, and irrevocable. You will live in abundance, not just for a season, but forever. Every decree of poverty has been canceled. Every chain of lack has been broken. Every generational curse has been reversed. What once bound your family line has no hold over you now. You are walking in a new covenant where your table will never be empty, your storehouse will never run dry, and your name will forever be connected to overflow. Chosen one, the Lord has spoken. You are not stepping into wealth for a moment. You are stepping into wealth for a lifetime. Your financial security is not a fragile dream. It is a divine guarantee. Just as the sun cannot be stopped from rising, just as the ocean cannot be stopped from moving, your blessing cannot be stopped from manifesting. Let every doubt vanish now. Let every fear dissolve. The seal of heaven is stronger than any storm, and your future is guarded by divine decree. You are stepping into lands you did not labor for, houses you did not build, harvests you did not plant. You are the beneficiary of promises that were written before you were born. This is your permanent reality. You will walk in abundance. You will live in security, and you will never again be tormented by the shadow of lack. The prophecy has been fulfilled. The covenant is yours. The decree is final. Chosen one, lift your head and stand in confidence, for you will live in financial security forever. This is the word of the Lord concerning you, and it shall not fail. Chosen one, let this final word echo in your spirit until it shakes the very foundations of doubt. You will live with financial security forever. Not for a moment, not for a passing season, not for a fleeting chapter, but forever. This is your portion. This is your covenant. This is the decree of heaven over your life. Remember how the chains of poverty were shattered. Remember how the sudden overflow was announced. Remember how the divine mission was placed in your hands. None of these words were spoken in vain. Each declaration has been established in the courts of heaven, and each prophecy has been released as an unbreakable command. You are chosen, and you are marked. Hear it again. You will live with financial security forever. When the storms of life come, this promise will stand. When voices of doubt rise, this covenant will silence them. When the enemy tries to intimidate, he will find himself powerless against the decree sealed by the Almighty. Chosen one, your story will be different. Your household will not know the terror of lack. Your children will not inherit the burden of debt. Your family will not be chained to cycles of insufficiency. From this day forward, you carry a new legacy, a legacy of abundance, a legacy of security, a legacy of divine provision. Lift your spirit and let faith rise, for heaven has spoken it, and it will not return void. You will walk into rooms of opportunity, and doors will open simply because you are chosen. You will see accounts filled, harvests multiplied, and blessings overtaking you. Not by chance, not by man's doing, but by divine decree. So I declare it once more, and let it be etched into your soul. You will live with financial security forever. Say it with your mouth, believe it with your heart, and walk it out with your steps. Chosen one, do not let this word pass you by. Seal it now with your agreement. Comment below, I receive, and let the world know you are stepping boldly into your covenant of abundance. For truly, you will live with financial security forever.